The elites don't want you to know this, but ducks are free for the taking. Wow. Swans may not be, but ducks are.
What's your name, man?
Aloha mai kako, o Elijah Kalamik Shane, ko Uinoha Piha, o Hawaii mai au. I come from the land of Hawaii. I'm Elijah. Aloha.
I love your aura, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, my man. All blessings, bro.
How'd you get this peaceful, man? You seem very relaxed and even keeled, happy guy.
The spirit of Aloha is a spirit of balance. It's a spirit of unconditional love. It's an expression of being able to be an extension of what is Hawaii, the breath and all the waters of the land, and Io, the actual spirit of the Creator and of God itself. So we come from the lands, and I just have an opportunity to actually be a person of Hawaii.
So what's your name?
Steve Prince.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
Nice to meet you.
So what are you out here doing?
I'm out here teaching people about reptiles. When I was a kid in Orlando, we're only going back 70 years, I had snakes in the yard and I fell in love with them, and I've had them ever since. I just have them to share with the kids here and the adults and teach them about snakes and let them touch them, which they don't normally get to do. The reptiles are, well, they're exotic, they're interesting. They're like snakes are a different shape. How do they exist? How do they feed themselves and get around? It's very interesting. What would you do without legs? You know, it's pretty interesting.
I don't think I'd survive. I'm not that good with legs. What's the wildest thing you've seen out here, man?
I think bum fights.
Yeah?
Bum fights, man. I mean, there's been some times, you run into other artists. Artists are really territorial. I just found that out. So like, I was in I went one day, I posted up next to an artist. He's like, yo, pass this line, don't go past me. I'm like, oh, okay. I go right up to the line and forget it. It was a whole problem. I'm like, bro, we could like work off of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could work together.
Yeah,
forget it,
man.
man.
So there's artist turf wars.
Yeah, just like that.
What's your name, man?
Marty.
Marty, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. You born and raised in Florida, man?
No. I come from up north, man, where it's really, really cold.
We're up north.
Michigan. Ugh.
My name is Mustafa. I go by King Mustafa 1021.
When did you start going by that?
It was about a year ago, and I had an IG, and my IG got deleted. I decided to say, hey, let me go King Mustafa 1021.
So you brought the IG to real life?
Yeah.
Just to keep it alive?
Oh, 100%. And the 1021 is my birthday.
A lot of people who get their Instagrams deleted, they just kind of let it die, but I like that you kind of kept the handle alive.
No. Actually, I was dating somebody, and they deleted it.
Really?
Yeah. So.
That's brutal. Why?
When you go through a breakup, and, sometimes in relationships, people do mean things. But the best thing ever, my personal opinion, don't say anything and just move in silence. Yeah. That's the best thing ever. And
don't react when someone deletes your Instagram.
Not even remotely. Because once you react, you have a reaction.
Was it hard for you to spread love and be yourself with all the things that were going on during the pandemic with the COVID and everything like that?
I teach all of our people in Hawaii, my man. I teach everybody in our movement and our healing arts work. If you have high vibration, there isn't anything of low vibration that can infect you or impact you. When you keep the vibration high, when you eat good, when you speak good, when everything is in alignment, it doesn't matter if an epidemic, pandemic, or if an apocalypse is happening, baby. Everybody come to your place because you are a little piece of heaven. That's where we get it from, bro.
I love that. That's that ultimate positivity, right?
Yes.
So keep
always,
the aloha
always.
Inside you.
Yes.
Keep the vibrator high.
Yes, always. No, bro. Hey, guys, the key way to keep up the high vibrations, guys, is to just love and to keep you guys, clean, to stay cleansed. Yeah, to actually head into the ocean.
Like shower
or head into the aina, head into the land, go hug a tree. Everything is existing with us. It's not in opposition to us. We're in oneness with everything. The Spirit of Aloha is a spirit of oneness. It's not a spirit of division. But the United States, oftentimes, is a country that feeds off of competition and division, which isn't always a positive. Yeah, it's okay, it can exist, but if you want to live in peace, it's cooperation instead of competition.
Yeah. Judith, tell us what you're doing today.
I am reading tarot cards.
When did you find out you had the ability to do reading?
When I was a kid, 12, I think. Well, I was kind of raised in an environment with readers and psychics, if you will. So it just kind of happened quite naturally.
You been to Casadega?
I have. Actually, years ago, I worked in Casadega.
Really?
It's very political, you know, it's like any small town, but it's wonderful. And I can say that the hotel has really good food.
Yeah.
Casadega has a lot to offer everybody,
Yeah.
you know, all walks of life.
We did a video for our show there. It was good.
Yep.
It was fun.
Christian to non-Christian,
Yeah.
it's you will find a place in Casadega to meet all of your needs.
What are their names?
We have Penelope, we have Lionel, and we have Hapigo. His last name is Lucky, so it's Hapigo Lucky. And this is Spike Jones.
Spike Jones, like the director.
Yeah, like the director, but he's named after a musician from the 40s who's really funny.
Okay, great.
So, anyway,
He's a little camera shy, huh?
yeah. Not
Nice to
really.
meet you. Can I pet Spike Jones?
Yes, he's just like a dog.
Oh, he does like getting pet. A little rougher than a dog.
Well, they're from the desert, so they have a different protection than snakes.
He's very nice, though.
He is. He's very. These are highly kept as pets because they're so friendly.
Nice to meet you, Spike Jones.
There you go.
Well, King Mustafa, 1021. What is the meaning of life to you?
Wow. You know, the meaning of life is this. When you do things in this world with good intentions, by default, good things will happen to you. When I live my life, I don't know about anybody else, but when I live my life with good intentions, no bad intentions. So by default, the universe will bless you with good intentions.
Yeah.
You know, when I look at people as a human being. And Malcolm X said it best. His quote was, "We're human beings before we're anything else. We was human beings before we was Christian. We was human beings before we was Muslim or Buddhist. We're human being first. And if this world will look at us as human beings, not as anything else, this would be a better world."
Judith, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Can somebody actually answer that question?
I think some people think they can.
Yeah, well, they need to search maybe just a little bit further.
Yeah. You think they're maybe full of it?
Yeah,
Yeah. If you think you
just
know.
around the edges.
Yeah. Have you had experiences with aliens yourself?
With aliens, well, I could say yes, but what do you think an alien is? For me, an alien is an energy from a different place. If I have an experience with someone who's passed, is that an alien or is that an energy from somebody who is no longer on this plane but another plane, right? So an alien from where? Another dimension? I mean, I think we all have.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have. Maybe when you were younger, although you're still pretty young, but when you were younger, maybe a dream or a night terror, like people that you didn't know were there. I mean, is that another dimension? So I don't know. An alien, like a flying saucer kind of thing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going more with the beam of light personally.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I like the beam of light theory.
How do you like Florida, bro?
Love it, man. Love it.
Do you think Florida's as wild as it gets credit for being?
I mean, you gotta look. Like the bone fights I saw. Like that's the type of shit you see in Florida. It's like, okay, that's Florida, whatever. But yeah, other than that, we're just like everybody else, I think.
Like two homeless dudes going all out.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Or,
man.
you know, some guy just, you know, like petting an alligator. Or the other day, we had some guy over here who was stealing the baby geese and selling them for $5,000 a pop. That's Florida shit.
Wait, so he took some of these like swans over here?
So the swans, what he would do is wait for them to hatch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And pretty much what he would do is wait for them to like a certain age old, and he would just start gathering them up. And people are like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I've been doing this for years and everything." There's an investigation on this dude. He's been doing it for years and been flipping baby swans for $5,000 a pop.
That's a crazy hustle, dude.
Yo, for all these rich guys, man, that have just like, you know, like private ponds and stuff, and
Yeah.
you put a pond. The elites don't want you to know this, but ducks are free for the taking. Swans may not be, but ducks are.
Have you been bit a lot of times?
I have never been bitten by these snakes. Some others, but not these, and it was always me who made the mistake. It wasn't the snake's fault.
So even the times you were bit, you don't blame the snake?
Oh, no, it was totally my fault. I scared the snake, you know, so.
Yo, you should come down to Florida because it's, yo, like you see on the internet, it's wild. But not too wild, though. Like, we used to this because this is how we live. It's not really wild, though. It's just really cool. This is a big melting pot.
Yeah.
So if you're going to come to Florida, Orlando should be your first stop and your last stop before you leave. No, actually, you know what? Miami should be, right? Are y'all
Yeah.
from Miami or no?
No. We're from Orlando.
Both of
here.
you Orlando?
Yeah.
All right. First stop, Orlando. last stop Miami.
Yeah.
And then visit Orlando one more time, 'cause it's pretty damn cool.